I'm Mark Williams in for the Vacationing Schnitt. By now you are aware that our president, Barack Hussein Obama Jr., is a serial U.S. flag desecrator. We already know this. There's a long list of his fingerprints on the desecration of the U.S. flag. Among them, in October of last year, his Organizing for America ran a flag desecration contest. A contest to see who could desecrate the flag the most creatively as a vehicle for the promotion of socialized medicine. The idea being that America without nationalized health care isn't America, and the flag thus must be desecrated. Following the 2008 Democrat National Convention, which nominated Barack Obama, lo and behold, did cleanup crews not find 12,000 American flags in trash bags headed for dumpsters. Those flags were rescued, given to Boy Scout troops. In fact, we carried one of those flags with us proudly on the October 2008 Stop Obama tour across country, as in my capacity as the vice chair at the time of Our Country Deserves Better Political Action Committee. We were awarded one of those flags at a stop in Pueblo, Colorado, and we carried that flag with us through the rest of the tour. And I believe it still lives on in our office, as we are now the Tea Party Express, and I'm the chairman. It still lives in our office and travels with us. In fact, there are places where we use it for a Pledge of Allegiance to open our show. Throughout the post-2008, post-primary 2008 campaign, Barack Obama ordered the American flag removed from the Boeing 757, which served as his aircraft, and replaced it with his own initial, the big O with the red, white, and blue on it. Then, even earlier, during the 2008 primaries, while he was appearing at an event with Hillary Clinton in this is Houston. I will have to go to the full story. It's all up at marktalk.com and on schnittshow.com in a couple of seconds here. But he, while appearing at a campaign event with Hillary Clinton and I believe Bill Richardson, he grabbed his crotch as the national anthem was played, and the other two primary candidates put their hands over their hearts. In Houston, Texas, his campaign office flew a Cuban flag superimposed with the stencil image of 20th century mass murderer Che Guevara. And in the days following 9/11, then Illinois State Senator Barack Hussein Obama ripped off his U.S. flag lapel pin as a protest against patriotism. Well, he's reared his head again. The desecrator-in-chief has forbidden the American flag from being flown over our rescue and relief efforts in Haiti. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, by now you know that in Haiti, with the international effort, nations that are participating are proudly flying their flags over their facilities. France, Britain, Croatia, all have their flags flying. The American flag, the Stars and Stripes, the U.S. flag, the one which Obama loathes so greatly, has been banned from Haiti so as not to offend the Haitians. Listen. That's not me speaking. We got an answer through USA Today from the Obama administration that to fly the American flag over the relief efforts in Haiti would be to deliver the wrong message. That's a quote. Wrong message. I'm wondering exactly which wrong message Barack Hussein Obama believes that the American flag will convey to the Haitians. Does he not? Does he think perhaps the message of hope is inappropriate? Maybe the message of liberty is inappropriate. Maybe the message that when you see the American flag coming over the hill when you're in trouble, You drop to your knees and you thank God that it's the American flag and not a Chinese flag or a Cuban flag or one of Che Guevara's old Manson family cohorts. You got to wonder, what exactly about the American flag offends Barack Hussein Obama so much that as far back as the days after 9/11, and God knows what he was doing to the American flag when he was in Indonesia, but in the public record, as a national figure, Mr. Obama, Mr. Hussein Obama, now has a solid 9-year record of desecrating the flag. That's not even including what's happening in Washington right now with the shredding of the U.S. Constitution. Now, I don't know if this is even worth doing. Perhaps, perchance, maybe, you might like to make your feelings known to Mr. Hussein and ask him, what is it that's offensive about the American flag? What is the wrong message to be conveyed by its presence over a rescue and rebuilding camp and an earthquake-shattered country? Is it perhaps charity that's the inappropriate message? Human rights, liberty, prosperity, equality, hope? What exactly is it that is inappropriate? If you'd like to ask yourself or make your feelings known, and please be polite, because the people you will talk to at this telephone number are not the people who make these decisions. The White House switchboard is area code 202-456-1414. That's area code 206-456-1414. And just out of curiosity, if you should call that number and get through, call me back and let me know, what they say. More than likely, they're going to take a message or send you off to a voicemail system, which is fine. Take advantage of that, and please leave a message with them and let them know what you feel, how you feel about the whole idea of the American flag being declared an inappropriate message for these poor people who have nothing to cling to except the hope that that flag will save them. And while we're, and then call me, 800-801-8999, and let me know exactly, what you run into, what they have to say to you, and that sort of stuff. Because this is one of the things that we'll keep on the back burner through the course of the day today, as we continue to follow what's going on in Washington. And, the apologies and the just utter loathing for this country that come out of the White House are just piling up. I mean, he apologized for us over and over again in speeches in Washington, D.C. He's apologized for the CIA and its covert operations in defending us. He's apologized toward our policy in the Central and South American nations. He's apologized speaking at the Turkish parliament. He apologized for this nation's historical transgressions as he sees them. He's apologized for this country in France. He apologized to the world for defending ourselves against Al-Qaeda and Islamic terrorism. I know there's a lot of redundancy in that sentence. He apologized at the G20 Summit of World Leaders. He apologized for this country. He apologized for this country at the Summit of the Americas. He apologized to the entire Muslim world in a disgusting, groveling speech in Egypt, as you might recall. And he apologized to France and the rest of Europe once again for our existence. He's traveled the world apologizing for this country. Well, you know what? There's no apology to be made, Mr. Obama. If you hate this country so much, pack yourself and your family up. Get yourself a change of address to a country more to your liking and run that country. You might be more happy with a country where you might be able to proclaim your will as law and have a rubber stamp Politburo rubber stamp it for you, but that's not this country. You've got a fight on your hands, pal, with the American people. Folks, we live in a country which is ruled by somebody who is not, at least in spirit and culture, an American, who loathes this country, who hates this country and every opportunity he gets spits upon our flag.